Yo, 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 this is Dreads Insane, and I'm here with...
Izonite.
And...
Tilerp.
All right. And this is our E3 Sony podcast. And so, what do you guys think about the Sony podcast? I mean, not the Sony podcast, the Sony presentation.
Oh, well, I feel like there's a lot of pretty good games coming out for PS4, and especially a lot of VR games, too. I mean, there was some pretty good games. There was pretty good games, like Monster Hunting, I forgot what it's called, and then there was like
Monster Hunter.
Yeah, Monster Hunting World, and then there was The Impatient. There was Wolfenstein 2, which I'm excited for. There was a lot.
Oh yeah. What about you, Tyler?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be, or I thought it was really good because all those games, and they did it differently this year too. Did you guys notice that? Like they actually, instead of like really talking, they just showed a lot more gameplay. So like. They rarely had an actual spokesperson up there saying, like, yeah, so this is how the game's going to be, different things like that. No, they actually just said, we're not going to talk and they'll do the boring stuff. We're just going to show you what you guys want. So I like that aspect of it, to be honest.
Yeah, that is true. That's true. I noticed that, too. Because even though last year they had a really, really good conference, I think this year's conference was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the amount of games, and then like also with the games, most of the games are exclusive too to PS4. Like Monster Hunter World was exclusive, Days Gone was an exclusive. Shadow of the Colossus.
Monster Hunter is for Xbox too.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that, but yeah, Days Gone is.
Shadow of the Colossus is an exclusive for PS4.
Yeah. And Days Gone too. And I think there was some other games, but yeah. See, that was crazy. And then, what games did you guys see that you were excited for?
Shadow of Colossus. I played that game a little bit on the PS2 because my dad had an old PS2, and then I played a little bit of that.
Oh yeah, I never played any of Shadow of Colossus, so that's probably new to me.
Like it was actually a pretty good game. I like the gameplay, the aspect of it. Oh, and one quick question: do you guys like the new Uncharted?
That's what I was about to say for my most anticipated game.
It reminds me of more of Tomb Raider, more than Uncharted.
Oh yeah, because those girls. That is true.
I mean,
yeah, when I first saw the presentation, I thought it was for Tomb Raider because Tomb Raider is kind of veering towards PlayStation now.
Yeah.
And I thought they were gonna make another. I thought they were making another game for it, but no, it's Uncharted. And if you guys didn't know, Uncharted 2 is my favorite game of all time. So I love the franchise there. So hopefully they'll do something good with Uncharted. What was it?
The Lost Legacy.
I forgot. The Last Legacy. Yeah.
Uncharted kind of caught me off guard though, because like when I was showing it at the end, it said Uncharted. I'm like, wait, they making another Uncharted game? Didn't Uncharted come out last year? So I was kind of confused.
Yeah, and I thought Uncharted 4 was going to be the last one because it was Nathan Drake, and then they said
the thief's end.
So I thought like they were done. I'm glad they're not done though, because I love Uncharted.
Yeah, that caught me off guard, but yeah, that's good. All right, so first game we're going to get into it with is Monster Hunter's World. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I think about that, it looks pretty cool. I like how it's like that prehistoric type aspect. I don't know how to put it, but it's like, I really don't know. It kind of reminds me of Dark Souls a little bit, like a more action-packed Dark Souls.
I can see that.
But I mean, like, it's this one game dealing with dinosaurs. You were a dinosaur hunter.
Come on, Ark.
Not Ark. No, not Ark, but it was this other game. It kind of looked like that, but it was like a first-person shooter. I got it for the Xbox 360 like a couple of years ago.
What about you, Tyler?
I'm hyped for it. It gave me like a really good RPG vibe, and I think the first Monster Hunter wasn't free roam, but this one is, so it's gonna have like an open world and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be pretty cool. And then like you can play online like with your friends and just hunt monsters. And then towards the end, you saw the guy after he hunted the monster, he like ate a piece of the meat like at the campfire, and it kind of gives you a sense of, you know, like it's not just a monster hunting game. It's actually like kind of a survival aspect to it. So you got to eat and different things like that. So
that is true. All right, so with me, Monster Hunter is probably my most anticipated game. It is so amazing in so many different levels. So I was watching this video of this guy from PlayStation Access. He was able to watch the whole demonstration of the game. And he said that it was amazing. He said that it was so like so planned out, not planned out, but he said that the action of it, how big the map is, how immersed the environment is, was crazy. And he said that like the fight, the battle, whatever you want to call it, he said that took about 30 minutes, but I'm pretty sure he's probably stretching it, so it probably took around 20 minutes. But that's still a long time to fight one monster. That's wild.
Like again, Dark Souls.
Oh,
and then he also said that when you was fighting, like you ran around everywhere, just like when you've seen in a demo. And also in a demo, nothing was planned out. You know how like most games that they show on E3 is like all planned out and it's like all controlled. Nothing in that game was controlled in that demo. It was all, nothing was planned out. It just went like it, like, you know, that. So like the gameplay aspect of it is wild. That is crazy.
So you're saying like, well, when they were doing the demonstration, it was like live, like it wasn't pre-recorded. Oh, that's crazy. Because it was really good.
It was crazy.
It did look pretty good.
And then he also he said some more stuff. He said that like in the environment when they was running around, it was like this thing. It was like an omnivore or something. You know, the dinosaurs that eat, like other dinosaurs that eat meat and all that.
Carnivores.
Like carnivores.
Yeah, he said that it was a carnivore that was there when y'all was fighting. When they was fighting the dinosaur, I think the guy chopped off his like tail, and then like a carnivore came, and then the carnivore grabbed his tail, and then he ate his tail, and then he said that later the carnivore went back to his family, and then he spit out the food, and then his family ate it. So I was like, oh, that's wild. That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
So, like, yeah, that's how, like, immersed and crazy the environment is. It's like a real life-breathing environment. So that really stood out to me, and I'm like, yeah, I got to get that game.
Man.
So
that does seem pretty cool.
Do you remember when it comes out?
I have no idea when it comes out.
But whenever it comes out, yeah, definitely. That's like a pre-order.
Man, straight up pre-order.
Man, that's crazy.
Okay, now, what do you guys think of Uncharted? Going in more in depth with that.
Like I said, I think it's like it gives me some Tomb Raider vibes. I mean, it does look pretty good, and I would play it. But I mean, like, I just gotta see some gameplay.
Okay, what about you, Tyler?
I thought it was really, really, really good, but I'm a little. I don't know how I really feel about this because Uncharted was pretty much like the Nathan Drake. He made the franchise, and I mean, I think it's going to be a good game, but I'm just curious to see like how it will affect the franchise in whole because it's kind of like how Isaiah was saying earlier. It's kind of beginning to start to be more like Tomb Raider, and Tomb Raider like is its own game. And Uncharted really is its own game. And I want it to be like a difference instead of, just being kind of like copy and paste. But I want to see how it goes, Hopefully they don't fail me with the old Uncharted, but yeah.
So me, when I first seen it, I didn't even know it was Uncharted. I know what it was. It was like, oh yeah, I think that's a new game. But I thought it was like a new series. And then at the end, it said Uncharted, and I was like, oh, my Lord. So, yeah, I was really, really happy about that. And the gameplay, amazing. Graphics, amazing. You always know that Uncharted is always on deliver. Every game, probably even the first game was probably amazing. I never played the first game, but that game was probably amazing, too.
First game, yeah, that was actually the first game I had on my PlayStation 3. And, yeah, pure amazing.
So, yeah, I think Uncharted is going to be amazing, just like all the other Uncharted games.
Really my main point was, like, the characters. Hopefully the characters are, like, charismatic and, funny, want to actually play the game. So, hopefully
I feel like there's going to be some co-op.
Oh, yeah. It could.
There has to be.
Two girls.
Yeah.
All right, now, is that done with the Uncharted talk?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
All right. So, Days Gone. What do you think about that?
I got some Last of Us vibes. Most definitely.
Definitely.
2 words. Free roam. Well, actually, was that 4 words? Free roam, The Last of Us.
Literally.
All right, so with me, I mean, it could be free roam. It's kind of hard to tell, though, because, like...
well, they said it's going to be an open world.
They did?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a wild thing. Because what I was going to say was, I kind of thought that The Last of Us was going to be free roam, but it wasn't. Man, it kind of like, in the demo, it kind of looked like it. Because it was like, the parts were so big. But, so yeah, Days Gone, that's crazy. It kind of, it gives me, like you guys said, The Last of Us, but then it kind of also gives me Dying Light. Have you ever played Dying Light?
On my PS4, yeah. I still got it. That first-person zombie game, yeah.
Yeah. Dying Light, it looks like Dying Light, but more of like a better game. Because like I like Dying Light, but it kind of made my head hurt because of like the first person. But since this game is like third person, I think it's going to be really good. So yeah, and then like the strategy, the things that he did in that demo was like, oh yeah, I can't wait to get it.
Yeah, because did you see in the demo when he was doing the mission where he had to take out the whole camp, but instead of just taking out the camp like, stealthy or even going in guns blazing, he did it to where he attracted the zombies and made the zombies take him out instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. And it was so much zombies. I don't even know how they can possibly have them.
It's like Dead Rising type zombies.
Yeah, well, not even. There's because in Dead Rising, like the zombies actually, have blood and like different things like that, so there's not as many. But with that game, there's like so many zombies. This is just insane. And like
how can they pack
weird.
that in there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just like hordes on hordes.
So like with that game, I was thinking the same thing I was thinking too. Like, how can they possibly have that much zombies in like one frame? You know, because it was like, I don't know how much, probably like over 100 though. It was so much zombies packed together, and I'm thinking like, how can you even kill those zombies? Right? That's gonna be interesting to think about and strategize on. So, Days Gone is definitely a pre-order. That's a pre-order too. I think all the top 3 games that we talked about so far, Monster Hunter World, Uncharted, and Days Gone are pre-orders, like definitely.
Yeah, I would pre-order Days Gone and Monster Hunter World.
I don't know about Uncharted. Yeah, same. I gotta wait on it, but
yeah,
Monster Hunter World and definitely Days Gone. My God, that's probably gonna be one of the best zombie games this decade.
That is true.
But
yeah,
The Last of Us 2.
That's gonna be way better.
They didn't show The Last of Us, or they didn't even show it was The Last of Us that was anticipated to show, and it was the Rockstar game.
Oh, yep. Red Dead Redemption 2. That's what kind of made me a little sad. I was like, oh man, but hope for Gamescom.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's gonna happen because, you know, E3 is like the biggest gaming conference in like the whole year. So I think what they're gonna do is they might show it next year, and then when they show it next year, I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna have a date for it.
I think
for
that's
The Last of Us 2?
No, not The Last of Us 2. For
Red Dead Redemption, because they delayed it. That's
well, I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 is supposed to come out spring 2018.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. The Last of Us 2, I think, is gonna come out spring too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, when did The Last of Us came out?
like 2003 or 2013.
Yeah. I think it was, what was it, fall of 2013?
Okay, it's probably gonna come out summer 2018.
Yeah.
Summer or fall, one of those.
Like
so, yeah,
that.
Actually, they might show it at E3 then if it comes out in the fall or summer.
Yeah.
What was you gonna say, Isaiah?
No, I was just gonna say like The Last of Us in 2013 when it came out, that was probably like my favorite game of like for 2 years.
That's still my favorite game.
That and GTA 5 for me. Like 2013, literally they gave it a tie between The Last of Us and GTA 5 for Game of the Year.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right, so now Shadow of the Colossus. Since this is your most anticipated game, you take this away, Isaiah.
Well, I mean, I played a little bit of Shadow Colossus, and I heard that it was like one of the most well done games of all time. When I played it for a little bit, I mean, it was like really good. I mean, of course, it was on the PS2, so you know you don't get the good gameplay, you don't get the good graphics or anything like that. But since it's remastered, I mean, I feel good about this game. I don't ever pre-order it, but I mean, when it drops, I will probably get it.
All right, and you, Tyler?
Yeah, I probably feel the same way. Like, I think it's going to be extremely good. And I'm glad that they're remastering it. So, like, you know, better graphics and just better frame rate, different things like that. And, I mean, when it comes out, like, probably watch a few gameplay videos of it just to see, like, how the graphics differ from the PS2 version to, like, the PS4 version. And then, I mean, I'm not a really big Shadow of Colossus fan, but I'm pretty sure it really hit a lot of people's good spot, you know, when they announced it. So I think it's going to be good for a lot of people. But, I mean, for me, I'm probably not too excited for it.
All right, and for me, Shadow of the Colossus, I need to see more gameplay, but what I can say, it reminds me of God of War, and it also reminds me of that one superhero game where like you would go up against big bosses, and then it'd be like a whole bunch of like button pressing and like different buttons they throw at you to kill the big people. So it reminds me of God of War and that superhero game. So that's really good because that superhero game was amazing, and God of War is amazing too. And then the graphics, yep, it was crazy because it's remastered. And yeah, I just need to see more gameplay, but like what I did see, it was like a minute. It looks pretty tight. I probably wouldn't pre-order it now, but it could grow on me later.
Yeah.
And Marvel versus Capcom Infinity. What do you guys think?
What'd you say?
Marvel versus Capcom Infinity. What do you guys think?
Well, I mean, I think that it's a really good take on. Didn't they already have another one? I think an older version of it.
It wasn't called Infinity though.
Yeah, it was just Marvel versus Capcom, but that was really, really, really good. So I'm actually kind of hyped for that because I love like fighter games, like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. So I think it's gonna be really good. And they have a lot of characters. Like they even have Thanos from Marvel. He's probably gonna be too overpowered to be honest, but yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty good though.
And me. So when I was watching it, when I was watching the demo thingy, I don't think it was a demo, but the trailer. That's what I was watching. I didn't see no gameplay, but I did see a lot of characters. I think the gameplay is going to be like you know those like Street Fighters and all that. But I'm not sure though because they didn't show the gameplay, so it could be like that, but it can be like something else. So I don't know. I probably got to see more gameplay, but I think it's gonna be tight.
Yeah, I do kind of like fighting games like that. Like, I'm a big fan of Mortal Kombat.
All right. God of War. This game looks so amazing. I don't know. I low-key want to cry right now just thinking about that game. But what do you guys think?
Like, I only played God of War 3. And that was even, like, probably, I'm going to say the best game I played, but it was, like, up there. It's just the style of the game. I just really like it.
Okay. Good things. Tyler?
For me, I think it's going to have a great narrative. Like, just seeing him and his son walking around, like, killing enemies and different things like that. Like, he's teaching his son how to do different things. I think it's going to be, like, a really good story to it and just insane. But like Isaiah said, he doesn't have much experience with God of War. But me, I played God of War, I think it was 1 and 2 for PlayStation 2. And I just remember that mission, the first mission, where you had to go against this huge monster. And it was just like, dang, this small guy going up against a gigantic monster, like you guys were talking about with Shadow of the Colossus. And how it gave you, like, that vibe. And, yeah, like, I think not Mortal Kombat, wow. I think God of War does it best, like, with those huge boss battles. And it's just, like, so, like, breathtaking when you actually beat them and different things like that. It's just so, it feels great.
And the thing is, God of War is, like, a gorier and more action-packed version of Shadow of Colossus because the fighting style was just like Shadow of Colossus.
Yeah, and it's like so many buttons you have to press, and if you don't press it, then it's not one of those Telltale-like games where if you don't press the button right then, you just die.
Like quick time events?
Yeah, it's more so like if you miss a button, then you still have a chance to, still beat them. You don't just die like right then and there, which is crazy.
You just miss the cool combos.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need a new take on it too, because God of War Ascension wasn't the best. God of War 1, 2, and 3 were insane, but Ascension, but I'm really looking forward to this one.
All right, so with me, God of War, like I said, amazing new storyline. And like also in the demo, like Kratos even looked like he was scared. He looked totally calm. The only thing that he's probably scared about was like his son getting hurt. But you can kind of tell that he's getting older, and like this is so easy to him. He does this like every day, so it's not like he's like really scared about things. It's just seeing his son getting older and saying like, oh yeah, I need to protect my son. But I could fight these monsters by myself if I really want to.
But
so it provides a new element, and I think that the story's gonna be amazing. Gameplay's amazing. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Like I was about to say, I don't know why, but I'm getting some connections of like a Logan type story. Like, how like he was getting old and stuff, and like I feel like Kratos is gonna get real old, and his son is gonna like Kratos is gonna die, and then his son's gonna take over and try to fight the gods, the Greek gods.
Can Kratos even die? I don't think he can.
You never know.
That's a good question, though. I don't think he can die, but if they make it the game and he do die, that'd be pretty wild.
I mean, if you fail a mission, yeah, you die.
Well,
so he
yeah,
can die.
Yeah, I guess you can say that.
But I think he won't go down easily, though.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
plus, actually, no. Actually, Marquise, you're kind of right. Remember I think it was God of War 3, where he was fighting God, or no, it was Zeus. And, Zeus defeated him, so he went to hell, but he crawled out of hell and then came back to defeat Zeus. It was crazy.
Yeah, see?
So, yeah, he can't really die.
He probably can, be trapped and never can get out of somewhere, but, yeah.
And then I kind of get that, story feeling like he probably is going to get trapped, and his son's going to have to, Yeah.
But that would be crazy.
Yeah.
That would.
All right, so, established. God of War is going to be amazing. Isn't it called, God of War, right?
Yeah, just
I
God of
think
War.
so.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy. Detroit.
Oh, Detroit, Mankind? Yeah. I mean, I find that, I don't know why, but I'm getting some, vibes that actually might happen in, real life.
I was thinking the same thing, just because, how, the phones are taking over and, and then probably droids, 20 years
and
later.
And they're called androids. It looks like a pretty cool game, but I mean, it's kind of freaky though if you really think about it.
Yeah, it could happen in real life.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Tyler?
Yeah, kind of like I was saying, it's kind of freaky, but the thing is, when you're playing the game, you're actually on the Android side, so then again,
to be honest, because you play as the Android, yeah.
Yeah, so then it's just like, oh crap! I mean, taking over the human race. What is this? But yeah, I think it's gonna be a really good game, though. Really good game, and I like the aspect that you can go back in time, to change different things, and it's your story. They really make emphasis on it being your story, and this could even be better than a Telltale game, because Telltale games say, it's funny because they say the choice depends on you, but really does it? because we've all seen, like,
it ends out the
spoiler
same
alert, spoiler alert. Yeah, spoiler alert. What was it? Walking Dead, let's say season 3. When you first start off, and you, like, from season 2, if you chose to, like, stay with Kenny, stay at Wellington, or stay
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter, because they're all going to die anyway, and it's not relevant at all to, like, the season 3 story, so.
But how do you know Kenny died? How do you know Kenny died?
Because it showed him die, like, literally.
I mean, it did?
Yeah.
I mean, what? I played season 2. Well, I played season 2. I've never seen Kenny die. I know where you have the choice to shoot him.
No, I said season 3.
Oh, season 3. What? That's messed up.
I gave you a spoiler alert, so you can't blame me. I gave you a spoiler alert.
All right, so the choice for me, like a Telltale game on so much drugs, like, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know if you guys seen the movie Blade Runner, but I'm getting like some vibes from that.
Yeah, that's so true.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's like a 90s movie with Harrison Ford, and like he's hunting down all these like androids, and they were called androids, and they were like robots. And so I was getting some vibes from that.
Yeah.
All right, so
I was gonna say, but this time you're actually like helping the androids, or you're helping the androids.
You're playing,
not killing them.
Yeah, you're playing as an android.
Yeah.
And the graphics look amazing.
Oh my gosh, I saw that too.
Yeah, and with like this, like I said, it's like a Telltale game on so much drugs, just because like there's way more action than in any Telltale game. You can do so much stuff.
And I feel like there's going to be more happy endings than like a Telltale game, because usually in Telltale games everything ends like, everything hits the fan.
Yeah, like in Telltale games, there's literally like probably 4 different endings, and like there's a
3 of them
there's a sort of good ending, and then the rest are like really bad.
I mean, like every single Walking Dead, it ended terrible. Walking Dead season 1, you kill Lee. Walking Dead season 2, you have to either leave Kenny or go with Kenny. It's still sad even if you go with Kenny.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, you guys have no chance of surviving. But I mean, like, yeah. And then season 3, I haven't seen how that ended yet. But I mean, yeah.
I can tell you right now.
I'm good.
I played it like 3 times. All right.
So yeah, since I keep getting interrupted.
My bad.
So yeah, like I said, there's way more action, and then I'm pretty sure there's like, I don't want to really say, don't quote me on this, or it's probably gonna be like over 100 different scenarios that can happen to end the game.
Probably.
More.
So,
I'd say more.
Probably more,
Because then in the trailer they said like there's like over like 50 different like choices you can make in each different like scenario.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
I didn't even see that. That's crazy.
I think they did say that, and it's like think of it as like a family tree, and then more things keep branching off of that one choice. So. Yeah,
because I remember it was like each different like scenario that you were in, there's like many different choices and many different paths that you could go. Like too, if you like say this, you going down this path, and like there's many different endings and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of quick time events too. So like if you don't.
Oh yeah.
If you accidentally aren't paying attention and you have to press like B or like you have to press square or something, you're gonna miss, and then that's probably gonna be a big impact on it too. So.
Yeah.
That is true. Because have you guys either watched or played that one game? What's it called? like a scary game, but not really.
Outlast 2?
Huh?
Outlast 2?
No, not Outlast. It's like a Telltale game, but it's like a scary game. It's not really a Telltale game.
Wait a minute, are you talking about what's it called? Until Dawn?
Until Dawn, yes.
Oh, dude, yeah, that was crazy.
So like with Until Dawn, if there's a quick event and you either like do it like a couple seconds later, but you still do it.
Yeah, because I played it.
It will affect everything, even though if it's like a couple seconds off and you still do it. It can affect the ending.
That happened to me.
Yeah, because whenever I played it, I was like, that one mission like where, the watchtower falls down.
Spoiler alert, but yeah.
My bad. Yeah, spoiler alert. But like when I was playing this map, when I was running away from like the monster and stuff with Jessica and them, it was a quick time event and I accidentally pressed it too late, and then and the character ended up dying and stuff. That happens a lot in that game.
But not even like that. Like if you're in a conversation with someone and then like normally in real life you would probably like someone says, "Hi, how are you?" You wait like 5 seconds and then say, "Oh, I'm good." They're going to ask like, "Oh, is there a problem?" But if you say like immediately, "Oh, I'm good," they're just going to be like, "Okay." So like, and that happened to me. Like I waited probably like 10 seconds when someone asked me something, and then like they like thought it was, they like looked at me different weirdly and stuff. I was like, man.
So yeah, it reminds me of that game so much, but so much more potential.
Yeah.
All right, now Spider-Man.
Now, Spider-Man, the fact that it's made by the people who made Sunset Overdrive, I forgot what the company is. But yeah, forget that. But I mean, like, it's going to be
Sunset Overdrive. Don't just say forget that. That was a pretty good game.
Sunset Overdrive was amazing, especially the gameplay.
I loved it, and it broke the fourth wall a lot. My bad. You can keep going.
But, I mean, I haven't played it because, it was an Xbox exclusive. So, I mean, but anyway, the gameplay and the, trailer, it was just, and I never was in, those superhero type, games except for Batman. But, I mean, this one, I'm getting definitely because it looks, pretty lit.
Yeah, it reminds me of, the Spider-Man games I used to play and the Hawk games I used to play. It's so much nostalgia. It brings me back, and I'm so excited. But it comes out in the fall, not fall. It comes out in the spring of next year. So I'm sad. But hey, I can get more money. I can get more money and be able to get it. So, but yeah, it brought me back, and then the crazy part about it was you don't even have to walk. You can just stay in the air, stay on buildings and stuff. That's how crazy it is. And I'm like, what? And then I'm pretty sure the story probably won't be the same like the movie because the movie's gonna come out and then the movie is about to come out, but this game is almost done. So if they change the story to fit the movie, then the game won't probably come out until 2 more years.
Well, I mean,
the story might not be the same as the movie.
The game developers have access to the script if they wanted to.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, because that's how EA made, the Star Wars. Like when Star Wars Force Awakens came out, they released Battlefront when that came out, and they had this story in it, the DLC story.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I mean.
Oh, Rogue One. They had the Rogue One DLC story. Yeah,
they had that too. And they had the DLC right when Rogue One came out. They let it out. So that just meant that they had access to the script and everything. So they knew what was going to happen. So they just for the game purposes, they did it.
That is true. So yeah, I guess that's true.
But I mean, I'll probably honestly, I probably would want a good story because I don't even think Spider-Man Homecoming is going to be that good of a movie. I'm going to go watch it, but I don't like the actor, the new actor or anything like that. But
why did they change the actor? Why?
I
Right.
don't know.
I mean,
Yeah,
I did kind of like the the Amazing Spider-Man actor.
Yeah.
I mean, they at least could have kept him.
The only thing that's going to make this interesting is how Spider-Man's in the Avengers now. And with Tony Stark coming over.
I mean, I think that Spider-Man should just keep to himself, you know?
You never
he should
know.
be his,
might be the
own superhero. I mean, but, yeah, you never know, really.
But with the Spider-Man game, though, I think that was the cream of the crop of, E3 2017. It was probably the most hyped. And, a lot of people, the Spider-Man games that have been coming out lately just have not been, up to par compared to, the older ones. And, this one I think is going to be better in all types of ways. And I like the whole quick time events even in that game, how, the crane was falling. And for some reason, there's always a crane involved in Spider-Man games. Isn't that weird? Always a crane. But it's the crane should be a new enemy now. But no. But, yeah, it's just crazy because I like the quick time events, like I was saying, with the crane, how, you had to hurry up and stop it and with your web and everything. And I also like the new mechanics of it. So, when you're using your web, it actually goes to a building instead of just, hooking onto midair or, to an airplane or a bird that just happened to fly by. It actually makes sense now. It's pretty, immersive. That's what I'm trying to say.
That is true.
And, I mean, also the combat looking like Batman Arkham City, but I'm not going to say that.
I love Batman's combat. I swear, I think a lot of games should take Batman's combat, but try to make it into more of their style, but try to keep it a little like Batman, because Batman's style of fighting is so crazy. It's so good.
Yeah.
I love the Batman games, especially Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, the new Arkham Asylum that I played. About 5 months ago. I mean, the combat style is just crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if it's just like that, hey, I'm mad. All right, now we're going to do Skull and Bones. What do you guys think?
About the what?
Skull and Bones.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
What about you, Tyler?
It's that pirate game by Ubisoft.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay, but with the release, I don't think this year is a really good year to release a pirate game because we saw Pirates of the Caribbean was a really bad movie, and more pirate games coming out. Sea of Thieves. But I just didn't like it because it was pretty much Assassin's Creed Black Flag, just no Assassin's Creed. And the thing is, you cannot get out of your boat, so you're just in the boat the whole time. It's only online, so there's no, story or anything like that. There probably is, but, it has to be online, i.e. Titanfall. That's where Titanfall messed up. But I don't know.
The first Battlefront.
Yeah. I just don't know, because I don't know. Pirate games are supposed to have exploration and stuff like that, not just all about the pirate ship. So, I don't know. I feel a little weird about it.
All right, so Skull and Bones, for me. So when I was watching it, I was like, oh, yeah, Ubisoft made this? And I was like, that should be good then, because, Black Flag was good, and then the sea combat was good. So I was assuming that this game was going to be pretty good. And then I seen Sea of Thieves, and I was like, oh, yeah, Skull and Bones is going to be better than Sea of Thieves. But like now that I think about it, like even though Skull and Bones the graphics are better, Sea of Thieves gameplay looks better because you can explore. So that was like, oh yeah, I can explore. So I was kind of happy about Sea of Thieves, but not really about Skull and Bones anymore. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, and like when they were first showing it, I thought it was gonna be the whole all pirate based game, you know, where you can like dock at different ports, you can have your own, like basically Black Flag.
Open world.
And basically like Black Flag, just not really assassin, like just like, you know, a normal pirate. And I was hoping that like you would be able to just like in Black Flag, you could have your own dock, and you can have your like own island where you like upgrade your stores, have like different bars, different things like that to have like your HQ or whatever, and then you could like branch out, take other people's HQ, like you could do other stuff like that, kind of like how Sea of Thieves is doing with like the crafting and the building ability. So like I feel like the game could have been way better, but it's
especially coming
too
from
early.
Ubisoft.
Yeah, Ubisoft, and like Ubisoft has done really good in the past with open world games like Watch Dogs 2, you know, all these games, and Ghost Recon Wildlands. So I feel kind of disappointed, probably.
All right, last game, South Park: The Fractured Butthole.
I have the South Park Stick of Truth, and I mean, that was just like, it was funny, retarded, and stupid. It was just like, think of everything.
It was a good stupid, right?
Can you say that again?
It was a good stupid, right?
Yeah, it was a pretty good stupid, but like, I like the story mode though. Like, the Stick of Truth is probably, I just want to see what the fractured butthole is like before, I judge the Stick of Truth.
Okay.
So, like, I did like the Stick of Truth, like the aspect of it.
Okay.
I just gotta say this. 10 out of 10 on IGN. Game of the year, 2017. No, but I think it's gonna be good though. I like the whole story mode and like the funny, humorous aspect of South Park. I think it's gonna be really good though, and like how they're taking a new thing with it for superheroes instead of just like the normal people. So I think it's gonna be really, 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 really funny and things like that. The name is Fractured Butthole. Whoa, not hole. Hole. My bad.
So, yeah, with me, like, when you think of a crazy name, the game has to be good. South Park: The Fractured Butthole. It's not even, like, really, like, oh, yeah, it's actually a butthole. It's like...
Butthole.
Yeah, so that's crazy. I really like the concept, and I really like the superhero point about it. And like, because I was watching this video, and in South Park, they was actually making fun of the superhero movies, and like ordering all that. So it was like really, really funny. And I'm like, yeah, I need that game. That game is probably gonna make me laugh, and then probably gonna make me get in trouble because it's like so much crazy things in there. And plus, I also in that game I seen them go to the strip club, so that's pretty funny.
Yeah, you're probably gonna if your parents are home, you probably need to turn the TV volume to like 10 for you kids out there, you know.
Yeah. But, like, the, South Park, like, the video games, they always been, like, not just the normal, because, like, on the Stick of Truth, it was like a role-play type thing. Like, like, the Fractured Butthole is, like, with the superheroes and stuff, and the Stick of Truth was, like, with the, like, like a Lord of the Rings type, thing.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And, like, but they always been like that.
So yeah, I really can't wait till that game. So my games that I'm probably gonna pre-order is Monsters Hunter World, Uncharted, Days Gone, God of War, Detroit, Spider-Man